What's going on, everybody? Back with some more NBA player props. Get you win some money tonight in the NBA action. Coming off the video yesterday where we went 5-1 on our picks. If you tuned into that one, gave out a free VIP slip. This is what we were rocking with. Unfortunately, Evan Mobley let us down, but outside of that, all green. We had the Zach LaVine over 18.5 points, Josh Giddey over 5.5 assists, Donovan Mitchell over 23.5 points, the Vucevic over fantasy score, the Chris Paul over 7.5 assists. Unfortunately, Evan Mobley did not come through, so instead of winning $5,000, I was able to turn the $250 into $312.50. Stinks that we didn't get the full sweep, but that is profit. That was 5 picks given out for free VIP plays. I am going to be coming on giving you guys another VIP slip that I am playing here today. On these videos, guys, you will be getting actual VIP plays from me. You will only be getting one ticket, though. I'm just going to break down the process. You'll get all of the sneak peek you need as to all that goes into it, right? You can kind of see how the results go, as you did yesterday, where the picks went 5-1. And if you do want to get access to every single one of my plays as soon as I place them, you are going to want to hop over in the VIP. This will be a Betr Picks ticket. I would highly recommend you get the Betr Picks app, guys. If you do not have it, they're going to match you all the way up to $200. It's been a phenomenal app for me with a ton of different value. We have a bunch of different props on this channel, and they will be applying to Prizepicks, Betr Picks, Underdog Fantasy, all the above. But Betr Picks is the exact app that I'm putting these on. I would highly recommend you get it. They'll match it to $200 with my promo code KJKDFS. My link down below. You will be able to get a lot of value you can't get on these other apps. I do have some other offers for you as well, though. Prizepicks, Underdog Fantasy, Betr Picks, right? So the Prizepicks offer, if you don't have the Prizepicks app, they're going to give you $50 instantly when you play your first $5. Same thing, same promo code. Link down below, pin top comment. And then if you do want to be locking these in on Underdog Fantasy, you can do that as well. They're going to match you all the way up to $1,000 with the promo code KJKDFS. So we'll be breaking down these props. They will be locked in on Betr Picks. If you're able to find these plays on Underdog Fantasy, Prizepicks, you can take them on those apps as well. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the breakdown here, guys. I have been getting a lot of questions on my VIP package. I'm constantly getting questions of like how many tickets are sent in a day. If you go over to my YouTube community page, you're going to kind of see all that's going on, guys. I'm constantly giving shout outs. I'm telling you what's going on. Miami Go Canes, shout out to you, my friend. He turned $100 into $500 the other night with these VIP plays. This is a good example. These were plays that I played on Betr Picks. He saw that I played them on Betr Picks, and he locked them in on Prizepicks. Okay, so you can be using it on multiple apps. And last but not least, I have a nice breakdown for you to decide if KJK VIP is right for you. So it is wrong for you if you are someone looking for a get-rich-quick scheme on daily fantasy player sports apps. You are someone with a negative attitude looking to bring others down and blame everyone but yourself for your lack of success on daily fantasy sports apps. And you are an unwilling listener with a closed mindset to new ideas, lessons, and methods. If that is you, it is not for you, okay? So do not hop in my VIP Discord if that is you. If this is you, it's going to be right for you. You're someone looking to learn optimal ways to profit long term. You're someone with a positive attitude, looking to join a community of other like-minded people with one common goal to win money long term. And you're a willing listener with an open mindset to new ideas, lessons, and methods to improve play on your daily fantasy sports player props apps, okay? That's how you're going to decide if KJK VIP is right for you. Every single thing on this channel will be for long-term profit. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. If you enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. The first prop we're going to break down is available on Prizepicks and Betr Picks in this ticket, so I do want to talk about it first. It's going to be the Draymond Green under 5.5 assists. Why do I like this prop? Let's go ahead and break it down for you. I use a ton of different things in my process, guys, one of which is going to be market data. If you're not familiar, every single day, these sports books, DraftKings, FanDuel, you've probably heard of them. You've probably heard their ads on TV 1,000 different times. Are going to set lines for you to take the over or the under on every single player prop that you can take in the market, okay? And they're going to set a price because of the likelihood of the prop to hit. So Draymond Green is heavily favored on his under 5.5 assists here tonight with these millions of dollars of sportsbook data dumped into an optimizer here. Daily Grind Fantasy. If you do not have it, they're going to hook you up with a nice deal. Link down below once again. All these tools are the actual tools that I'm using. If you would like them, they're going to get you deals with my links, my code. Draymond Green, minus 130 on the under on Pinnacle, which is known as the sharpest sportsbook in the world. That means if you were to log on to Pinnacle, you are going to have to risk $130 to win $100 to take the under. They're saying it's so likely he's going to hit. DraftKings, same thing, heavily favoring his under. They actually have him all the way up to minus 142. Now keep in mind, people, these lines are very precise. So when they say he's favored to go under 5.5, they're essentially saying he's going to end with 5 assists exactly. Okay, so if you're watching the game and in the first quarter, Draymond Green gets 2 assists and you're going, this guy's a dummy. Why did we take his under? He's already halfway there to 5. It's kind of how this works, okay? You're probably going to be sweating it out. It's probably going to be the fourth quarter, and he has 5 assists, and you need him not to get one more to win. It's just kind of how it goes. But the edge is on the under 5.5, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Very precise, right down the middle markets. They're essentially saying he's going to end with 5 assists exactly, and there's going to be a bunch of different statistics to back it up, I guarantee. Another tool that I'm using every single day is OddsJam. And what I like about this tool is you can literally bring in every single sportsbook under the sun, every single sportsbook that is offering this bet. And you can see I have over 200 sportsbooks selected. I have 208 to be exact. And literally the best possible place you could be placing this bet is on Prizepicks in a 5 or 6 pick flex because you're getting minus 119 implied odds. So across all these different sportsbooks, we're looking at minus 132.9 average odds. And we can just scroll on. You're going to see heavily favored. He's at all the way up to minus 150 on Betfair. Betway has him all the way up to minus 130, minus 134 on Casumo. Like every single one of these sports books is favoring the under 5.5 for Draymond Green. This is millions of dollars of data on a screen that you are seeing right now. Very important stuff. Okay, these companies stay in business by setting the right lines. If they were bad at what they did, they wouldn't stay in business. Another thing I like to be looking at is Underdog Fantasy. They're very smart. They don't even have the line posted. Typically a key indicator there's too good a value on the prop. Just going to say. So, and then last, but certainly not least, Outlier, guys. If you don't have Outlier, another tool that's phenomenal. If you're someone that really needs to be able to see the statistics, they do bring in that market data that I'm discussing along with a ton of different statistics for you to find the very best props. So for you visual people that really got to see those stats, you can't just simply get straight to the market data. Hey, man, I get it, but just keep in mind, like I said, these companies, they all know this stuff. So Draymond Green's under 5.5 is favored here. You can see this matchup against Dallas as far as the assists. He is at the power forward position. Draymond really does play it all, but the power forward overall, they're not giving up a lot of assists. Okay, they're 11th best in the entire league, only giving up 3.9 assists per game to opposing power forwards. Okay. So the Mavericks defense has been very good at not giving up assists to opposing power forwards. Draymond Green, you're looking at 10 potential assists per game, 27 minutes, 3.6 fouls. That's the other thing, man. Foul trouble. Our man Draymond has a tendency of hacking people. If he wants to get in early foul trouble and has to take a seat on the bench, we will certainly be happy with that, okay? So the market knows all this stuff. They really do. Like, they are factoring in that he gets in foul trouble. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Draymond Green's a guy that can get ejected any game. Obviously, we're stretching it a little bit to be hoping for him to get ejected. But, hey, it's a possibility, right? But anyways, the matchup, the data, all that stuff matching up here for play number 1. Okay, so we got the Draymond Green under 5.5 assists. That's the only one available on Prizepicks and Betr, so that's why you're going to want the Betr app. Next two, we got the LaMelo Ball under 5.5 rebounds. Why is this going to be a good prop? We are, once again, going to have a bunch of different data to back up this play. Let's go ahead and bring up the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. We can bang out 2 in a row here, actually. We can do the Jalen Johnson under 9.5 and the LaMelo Ball under 5.5 rebounds. Kind of speed things up here. I mean, they're not going to be available on Prizepicks, guys, unfortunately. So I have this Prizepicks Optimizer pulled up. You can see if I type in LaMelo, his rebounds prop isn't even listed. You could go to the Prizepicks board and type him in, and you're going to see he's not listed, but the Optimizer just kind of makes it straight to the point. And we once again have a bunch of different market data favoring his under. Surprise, surprise. He's all the way up to minus 142 on the under on FanDuel, all the way up to minus 142 on the under on DraftKings, all the way up to minus 142 on the under on BetOnline. Keep in mind, in a 5 or 6 pick dynamic play on Betr, we're essentially getting minus 120 odds. So we're going to the car dealership and we're getting a Lamborghini for the price of a Honda Civic here, people. We're getting a good deal on the under 5.5 rebounds for LaMelo Ball. He's heavily favored. And then if we go ahead and we pull up Jalen Johnson, you're going to see a similar story here. If we type him into the Prizepicks Optimizer, he is not going to be listed. They don't have his rebounds listed. Prizepicks just refuses to list it, but if we type him into the Betr Optimizer, you're going to see this is a phenomenal prop. They're giving this a 54% chance to hit. That's really, really good stuff. You can see the best possible prop on Prizepicks for Jalen Johnson is his under fantasy score, which you're saying is a 54% chance to hit. But that's only one data point, and it's BetMGM. I would not be going by that, man. His under 6 assists apparently has another good hit rate, but just from like a standard prop aspect, his under PRA would be the best prop, and you're only looking at a 52% chance to hit that prop. So the fact that we're getting it all the way up to 54% chance over here is really, really good stuff. We once again have the smartest sportsbook in the world, and Pinnacle heavily favoring his under at minus 153. That's a really big deal. And if we go ahead and we bring up some more statistics within Outlier, you know, we're going to have a bunch of different data backing these plays as always. The market knows all of these things, man. The market really does. It's pretty insane once you really start to get educated on how all this stuff works, just how good these markets are. You can see we're actually looking at a plus EV play at minus 125 on DraftKings and BetMGM. They're saying that's a phenomenal prop to be taking on those two sports books. We're actually getting a better deal than that, though, on Betr where once again we're getting around minus 120 implied odds. Those the VIG odds on Pinnacle, you're looking at minus 155, and then they have a bunch of different insights as well over here on Outlier. He's failed to exceed 9.5 rebounds in 4 of his last 5 games on the road, only averaging, you know, he's put up 9, 9, 9, 6. 80% hit rate is what I'm getting at. And then the Boston rebounds, he is a small forward. You can certainly be looking at that. They're middle of the pack, but they're not giving up like any rebounds to the power forward position. So he's a wing power forward, small forward kind of deal. They're not giving up any rebounds at all. So that's all good stuff. Okay, they're 7th best in the entire NBA, only allowing 6.6 rebounds per game to his position. That's all good stuff for the under here tonight. Okay. All right, let's continue along here. Let's round out this ticket. So we got the LaMelo under 5.5 rebounds, the Draymond Green under 5.5 assists, the Jalen Johnson under 9.5 rebounds. Now, one of these plays was removed, the Devin Booker under 29.5 points. It got bumped down. I would not play it, guys, at the 28.5. You don't want to play it at 28.5, okay? So I'm going to give you the 5 picks today. Play the 5. It was my recommendation. Don't play bumps. So the ones that you can get still are Cade Cunningham under 22.5 points and the Tobias Harris under 7.5 rebounds. Once again, more value you can simply get on the Betr app that you can't get on these other apps. Okay, Cade's going to be bumped down. I guarantee it. I talked about that. He's at 22 even. I talked about that Booker prop. He's at. It does look like actually you can get this Booker prop now on Prizepicks. That makes me happy. He was at 28.5. So let's analyze that prop together. So there's 2 props I can give you here on Prizepicks today, guys, which is actually phenomenal. That makes me feel better about the content that I can at least give you 2 on Prizepicks. So let's break down Booker because he is going to be available on Prizepicks, and then we'll break down Cade and Tobias Harris, and we'll get out of here. So the Devin Booker prop actually is available on Prizepicks, but not on Betr now. You can see it's the 2nd best prop on the entire board, and this is what I was looking at over on Betr with a 52.41% chance to hit. Now, why is that? Because he's listed at 28.5 in a lot of different markets. You can see 28.5 on FanDuel. He's at minus 125 on the under on DraftKings. 29. He's all the way up to minus 135 on the under on BetOnline, and he's listed at 28.5 over on Underdog Fantasy as well here. Minus 133 on the under on 29.5 over at Parlay Play. So essentially, once again, these markets are saying this man's going to end with 29 points, okay? So if you're taking the under at 28.5, it's just really not smart to be doing. But the 29.5, we're favoring it on the under, and we're having some books listing him all the way down at 28.5 on FanDuel, right? So that's what I was seeing when I locked in this prop. That's why there was good value at that number, the 29.5. Would not play it at another number. Hopefully that makes sense. You got to be very picky when you're playing on these apps every day. You cannot settle for value that isn't as good. Cade Cunningham. We talked about how that prop's bumped down on Prizepicks, and there's a reason for that. We can certainly review it together here, but he's going to be heavily favored on sportsbooks to go under as always. And if we go ahead and bring up the Betr optimizer, we're going to see very quickly. Let's type in Cade Cunningham. You can see his under 22.5 points. Once again, he's listed on a bunch of different markets at 21.5, and he's favored on the under 22.5. So he's all the way up to minus 135 on his under 22.5 here tonight, and he's listed at 21.5 down at FanDuel, okay? So that's why Prizepicks hasn't bumped down. I know Pinnacle was very heavily favored on his under here as well. It looks like they're refreshing that data in real time on Daily Grind, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to display that to you, but you're just going to have to trust me. He was heavily favored on that under. And then we got the Tobias Harris rebounds, which is another really good prop. And we're going to be seeing a bunch of different markets, once again, heavily favoring him. He's all the way up to minus 142 on the under on FanDuel, all the way up to minus 149 on the under on BetOnline, minus 131 on the under on Caesars. Right? I can't say it enough. I'm kind of straight to the point with the market data, but it's because they already know all of these things. They know the matchups. They know the pace of the game. They know the roster. They know the injury news, right? That's the one thing I do want to be paying attention to in NBA is their injury news. I'm always on top of that, right? Isaiah Stewart's expected to be good. Jaren Duran's like a 50-50 play. So regardless, if Duran's out, we're still going to have a center slotted in there to be taking the rebounds away from Tobias Harris. It'll just be Isaiah Stewart. If Duran gets ruled in, that'll be an even bigger upgrade to this play. So I'm comfortable playing this because I know regardless, if Duran gets ruled out, there's still going to be a center sliding in. You know, they're not going to go like small ball or anything. They got Bam Adebayo to combat on the other end. You know what I mean? So I'm able to go ahead and lock that play in. I feel comfortable with it for sure. Here today, and let's go ahead and type him in over on Outlier. Let's find some more underlying statistics to back this play. I have the Devin Booker in there. Let's do Tobias Harris to round things out. And you're going to see a bunch of different underlying metrics. Let's select his rebounds here today. And you're going to see for Tobias, the matchup overall versus the power forwards, right? I have the over selected. We actually want the under selected here. And you're going to see that the small forward, they're second best in the entire NBA, only giving up 5.9 rebounds per game. He's kind of like a hybrid. Power forward 14th, giving up 10 rebounds per game. But Tobias, once again, kind of like the small forward, power forward. That's factored in to the market, okay, people? So, yeah, I like that play for sure here to round things out. So, that's going to be all my plays. Hopefully these go, you know, just as well as yesterday's did. Yesterday went pretty well. They're using the same exact process, right? I brought those results up at the beginning of this video. If you tuned in, I had 2 tickets that I missed by 1 last night, which seems to be the theme this week. It's been brutal. This was more VIP plays that I had sent over that we missed by 1. DeRozan had to break my heart by going over his assist and rebounds prop. And then I had given out this one for free yesterday, right? So I'm just going to be counting the plays I'm giving out for free regardless of if they're removed or bumped because, unfortunately, the industry is always changing. So we're on a 5-1 run here. We're going to kick things off. I'm going to be tracking these plays now, hoping to keep this run going for you guys on the free content. And just keep in mind, guys, this is just one play. This is actually the latest ticket that I did lock in myself here. All right, Betr logged me out. There we go. It's just one play. It's the latest play. And here's what we got, guys. We got the LaMelo Ball under 5.5 rebounds, Draymond Green under 5.5 assists, Jalen Johnson under 9.5 rebounds, Cade Cunningham under 22.5 points, Tobias Harris under 7.5 rebounds, and the Devin Booker under 29.5 points. Looks like Prizepicks went ahead and bumped him back down. So I wouldn't play it on Prizepicks, man. You got the one play on Prizepicks that I provided, the under 5.5 assists for Draymond Green. It's just the way it is. Get the Betr app. They're going to match you all the way to $200. You can get a lot of really good value on the Betr app. I would recommend running a 5-pick, 6-pick dynamic entry, both of which are optimal. Either a 5-pick or a 6-pick dynamic are both going to be optimal slip types. If you do want to get access to every single one of my tickets as soon as I place them, guys, I'll have a bunch of more plays over in the VIP. Today would be a phenomenal day to join. These NBA Cup games are going to be good games, hopefully, here tonight. So would love to have you join. Thanks for tuning in. Wishing you all the best of luck on your NBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.